Okay, composite figures is a combination of different shapes that we know put together. So thus far in class we have our area and perimeter of a rectangle, area and perimeter of a square, and area and perimeter of a triangle. Okay, remember these ticks signify or identify equal side lengths. So a square has all four ticks. The rectangle has 2 ticks matching and another 2 ticks, the opposite parallel sides. So when we look at a composite figure, we have to try and recognize shapes that we can identify with. So the first one that some might see is that as a rectangle, that is a rectangle. So we have 3 rectangles and a triangle. Someone else might see long rectangles this way. Again, 3 rectangles and a triangle. This shape doesn't have a difference. It'll just be the size of rectangles. Sometimes you'll be able to see ways that you can cut into more or less shapes, creating more or less work. And the other option is you could make this one big rectangle and then have to subtract out this middle piece. In this composite figure, it'd be the same amount of work. So let's look at what we have. We can identify this as rectangle 1, rectangle 2, rectangle 3, and triangle. Triangle 1. The area and the formulas and these little sub-numbers are important. It's how you organize your mathematical work. So the area of rectangle 1, so this 1 is saying the rectangle 1, is length times width. So we have our width of 1 and our length of 1, 2, or I guess our length of 1, we can say the length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. So we have 1 times 5, or 5 times 1. Both are going to give you your 5 centimeters squared. Area of composite figure 2, or rectangle 2. Again, length times width. Every single time you're going to have the formula, the numbers you're plugging in, so what replaces your variables. We have this time 4 by 2, and if you can't see that, we've got the 2 centimeters here by 4 centimeters there. Gives us 8 centimeters squared. Rectangle 3 is length times width, and our length of 2, width of 3. And multiplication of 2 items is what we call associative, that both these variables, whether we did 2 times 3 or 3 times 2, it would both be 6 centimeters squared. And now our area of our triangle. You could either draw a triangle or just the T for triangle. Now this is our half base times height. Base, 1, 2, 3, 4. Times our height of 2, all divided by 2. So we have 8 divided by 2 is 4 centimeters squared. Now the most important step to our composite figure is the area of our overall. We want the area of this whole figure, not the individuals. So we have to take our area of, and again, stating your formula first is your most important piece. Area of figure 1, area of figure 2, area of figure 3, plus the area of the triangle, plug in what these numbers are. So we have 5 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4, and then our final answer of 23 centimeters squared. And that's our area done. Perimeter, there is no short trick to it. You have to add up all the sides. Okay, showing the labels here, so we have 1, I'll make it in green. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, Now here's our trick. We don't have our side length. This would be given in this type of question. So this would show that this tick is worth, we're going to say it's 4.5. So you'd be able to use a ruler and measure it, or the question would give it to you. In grade 8, you'll learn how to measure this side of the triangle without a ruler. In this sense, it's given. And then this long side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a good thing when you have a composite figure with this many sides is you could state perimeter is side 1 plus side 2. You could list them all out, but since this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I can also say my dot dot dot, which means continue to side 8. The plugging it in piece you must continue to do though. So we have, you must substitute them all in is what I mean. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4.5 plus 10, oops, plus 5, giving us our final answer of 28.5. centimeters. And that is your area of composite figures. You will have some that they're going to have a piece in the middle removed, so you got to find the area of that individual item and subtract it out. Okay? But it's still using shapes that you know, formulas that you're comfortable with, and combining or taking them away together.